Hey kids, this is Aaron from the podcast That Wouldn't Die, and Kevin and I use Zencastr. You think you're better than us, that you're using something else? You're wrong. Zencastr's the place to be. Who are you to deny it?
It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code DIEHARD and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same experiences we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time for you to share your story.
Only a fool would give up a chance for a 30% discount.
I'm not boring.
Hey, it's you.
I'm not famous.
Rex Cohen.
At least, not on purpose. I talk to myself.
How much do you think they get for these, by the way?
And I've been known to overreact. So, trying to escape my hell of a past only landed me somewhere much worse.
Welcome to the latest episode of the podcast That Wouldn't Die. I'm your host, Kevin. With me, as always, is Aaron.
Hello.
This week, we're discussing that Australian Finnish horror classic, Bloody Hell, starring some actors. Unclear. Each week on the podcast, we discuss guilty pleasures and forgotten classics of the horror and sci-fi genres with a comedic twist. This week, we've got a special guest with us, our buddy Stu from the Stu World Order Productions podcast. How's it going?
It is going well. Thank you so much for having me on. And if I recall correctly, the last time you had me on, I brought you a horror comedy from Oceania, and now I'm bringing you another horror comedy starring oceanic actors. So yes.
Absolutely. That was Housebound, which I enjoyed very much. Do you remember Housebound, Aaron? Aaron doesn't remember.
Nope, I don't remember any. I remember old articles that I read in the 80s, but movies, no.
It
Sounds familiar.
It's New Zealand, and is the house haunted, or is it a weird freak that lives in the walls? That's the question.
Oh, yeah. I like that much better than this, I'll tell you that.
Oh, no.
That's right. Housebound. Now it's all coming back to me.
That was a good one. That was a classic. Aaron,
This
what's
could
the
have used
latest
more
with you?
people in the walls.
Fair.
Oh my God, work is a fresh hell, but luckily there's only 7 days left of it.
That's not bad. I got 3 more weeks of teaching to look forward to.
I'll be long in Italy by the time you're still slugging to work. Beep.
Yeah,
Sad
and
for
I will
you.
not be going to Italy after that. So it's a sad situation. Good grief.
Well, if we win the lottery tonight, we could all be in Italy. We have a family pool, but we don't mess around. It needs to be at least 100 million because we're not going to retire poor.
Right. If it's not several hundred million, we're not interested. Not interested. Got to be all
Fair.
of a compound.
Yeah,
or something.
absolutely.
What do you expect me to do with $50 million? That's chump change.
Oh my God, I'll be house poor. What will I drive? How will I feed my children?
There was a basketball player back in maybe it was late 90s, early 2000s named Latrell Sprewell, who famously turned down a $25 million contract saying, "I've got kids to feed."
He's my spirit animal now.
100%.
He was the same guy that beat up one of his coaches, right?
Strangled him.
Sprewell?
Strangled,
Yeah.
yes. He strangled PJ Carlesimo when he was with the Golden State Warriors. Did not end his career, though. They traded him to New York. They lived in New York.
It was
Sure,
a different time. Strangling used to be much more common.
No, he didn't murder him. I mean, it wasn't like, it was more attempted murder, if you will. That's okay. That's acceptable. Sweet Lord. Oh, goodness. Aaron, give us your 30-second synopsis of Bloody Hell.
Dude, I swear to you, I just watched it and it already has left my mind. But again, freak family kidnaps a psychopath who out-psychopaths them. The end. I kept waiting for them to have some runes in the basement because it was reminding me of that other movie with the freak family that couldn't die who had the undead Nazi with the runes in the basement. Do you remember that movie?
Blood Creek.
Blood Creek.
With the
Bloody Hell, Blood Creek, Shut the Blood Up, all of the above.
Now, Aaron and I had never even heard of this movie before, Stu, and this was your choice. So tell us your history with Bloody Hell, if you will.
So the wife and I have had Shudder ever since probably 2017, and we just watch anything that comes down the pike on Shudder. Anything that's new for a week, we'll turn on and watch. So this movie's from 2020. I'm almost positive it started off on Shudder, although it's not there anymore. And we would have watched it the week it came out or sometime thereabouts whenever it was soon released. And I feel bad for Aaron. I really enjoyed this movie. So it's honest to God, like I just a couple of days before you asked me on the show and what movie we should do, there was a thing on Twitter where it's like, what are your top 5 horror movies from the 2020s? And this is in there for me. Like, this is in my top 5 2020s horror.
Interesting.
I really like this movie. So I did that list on Twitter. You asked me to come on, and it's like, I haven't seen Bloody Hell since it came out, even though I've recommended it to so many people. So I was like, yeah, we're going to do Bloody Hell. Last time I did Housebound, which is, like I said, another oceanic horror adventure that I don't know if you guys had heard of beforehand. And so this time I'm bringing you Bloody Hell, which, like I said, originally a Shudder movie, now to be found on Tubi and I think 1 or 2 other free streaming places.
I think at this point, you're only allowed to come on with oceanic films. That's going to be your special niche.
Australia and New Zealand horror. That's all I've got.
That's
It'll
all
be
you
Tasmanian next time. It's interesting because you wouldn't know this was an Australian movie from watching it because no one has an Australian accent. Not anybody. Even the Finnish.
It wasn't until I tried to look up people. Yeah.
Yeah, the lead actor is allegedly Australian, but I just found that out today. I did not know that beforehand because he doesn't have an accent at all.
It's pretty good.
Or at least he does a really good American accent.
100%. I watched Mortal Kombat 2 with Carl Urban last night, and honestly, his American accent, little dodgy. But this guy, he was, I mean, he had it. His accent was money. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I can't
Academy Award when it comes to not sounding Australian.
Well, it's funny because of how many, if they give such an award, he would be number 1 on the list. 100%. What's interesting is if you watch TV, like I watch Prime Video or whatever, it's like literally any show you watch, half the cast are Australian struggling through American accents. It's fascinating.
There was this whole period of time where they became the hot commodity.
Mm-hmm. Well, they talk about how, in England and Australia, these are all classically trained actors. Whereas in America, they're all kind of like former models, who haven't taken an acting class and who knows, they know their lines even. So it's a different thing.
In 10 years, they're all going to be former TikTok stars. So take what you can get while we have it.
100% OnlyFans. It's a whole thing.
That's where 90 Day Fiance, they all end up on OnlyFans.
Oh, God. Good grief. I mean, can you promote a podcast on OnlyFans is my question, because that's where I'm at. I'm knocking on that door.
As long as you're willing to show your beehole, I think you can do that.
Kevin's gonna create only pods.
The money will just start pouring in. Let me tell you, it's my best side.
I mean, I'm willing to step on some cake with my bare feet. I think that's probably as far as I'm willing to go.
That's a thing, right? That's a thing. Why don't we jump right into the highlights? Aaron, why don't you go first? What spoke to you?
Dude, were they trying to throw a bunch of old movies at me? Because the weird brother at the end, that was from the Goonies, right?
You're saying that was Sloth?
That was Sloth. Poor Sloth. We didn't know he was really going to eat Chunk at the end.
Whenever I think of Goonies, I'm just like amazed because that was like iconic when I was a kid. That was right in my wheelhouse growing up, and just the idea of adding a crazy mutant onto the show for no reason. Like, oh, here's a friend. That's a mutant. That's a hideous mutant that you're gonna have to look at.
Friend.
It's a sad situation. Stu, what you got? Let's kick it to you.
So I think the biggest highlight of this movie, at least for me, is Ben O'Toole. He's the lead actor for this. He puts on like a Bruce Campbell light performance here where he's riffing and he's joking around, but he's in a serious situation and he's talking to himself, and he does kind of a dual role where he plays himself and the voice in his head. And I think he's a standout in this. I can't believe, I know he's Australian and maybe he's doing stuff down under, but I can't believe he hasn't caught on and done more horror and stuff because he's really entertaining in this.
That's what I mean why this was picking pieces out of all these other movies, because I literally wrote down Psycho Bruce Campbell in my notes. And if only his other self was about 2 inches tall, like the little tiny Bruce Campbells from Evil Dead, that would have been the best. If they were running around causing chaos.
And I have to say, I enjoyed that conceit of him having this conversation with like his, and it's listed as his conscience, like it's Jiminy Cricket or somebody. Like they're having this conversation, but that conscience was also the one telling him he should shoot the guy in the dick earlier in the movie. So, not a good conscience. So,
not a good conscience.
But yeah, I appreciated that. I thought that was fun. He is a charismatic. I'm having a stroke here. He's a charismatic actor. Although I have to say, like guys who just have mustaches, he had like kind of a Clark Gable thing going on there. I find that interesting. I mean, I guess it's sweeping the nation, right? Speaking of somebody who, only shaves when they feel like it, it's a thing. I mean, what do you guys think about his mustache?
I've had goatee, I've had beard, I've had chops. I've never just had a mustache, so that's hard. I don't know if I could pull it off.
I'd be embarrassed to even try, right? If I went outside with just a mustache on, I think people would look at me like, growing up, it was firefighters and porn stars. That was it.
That's a full stash. What if you went to school with more of a John Waters kind of pencil stash? How about that?
People would ask questions. Yeah, I wouldn't blame them, frankly. But
I think only John Waters can pull that off.
Fair.
Yeah.
There's really only one way to tell.
Yeah, the director of Pink Flamingos, he pulls off things. Good grief. But I'll say this, he kind of pulled it off too in this movie. I worked for him after you got used to it, I think. Okay. We have to talk about, he is at the bank flirting with the teller when there's a bank robbery in progress, and he is the hero, but he does definitely seem like he's a bit of a psychopath when he thwarts the robbery.
Yeah, I like when he tells everybody in the bank, he's like, all right, everybody get out of here. I've got this.
Right. 100%.
Like he's not actually worried about getting everyone out of the bank. He just doesn't want them to be in his way while he goes and shoots all the bank robbers.
100%.
For sure he's a psychopath. And yeah, he goes way beyond anything that makes any sense.
Well,
It's like he's not really doing it because he wants to be the hero. He's channeling some kind of rage through here.
like he's trying to be the badass, and I guess they established that he was like in Afghanistan or something along those lines. Like he's obviously like a former military dude, and he kills the first dude, and the guy had a gun on him. But the second guy, he takes the gun away from him and then murders him, and then that already seemed kind of questionable.
Executing,
yes. Yeah. He comes around the corner and the guy has literally thrown down his weapon, and he still shoots him in the junk, and that causes the guy to discharge his gun, which causes the death of a teller who's hiding in a broom closet.
Right.
And so, yes. Now, they don't show us that initially. They just kind of present that shit went wrong at the bank. And now he's in prison for 8 years. And the girl he was trying to impress came once and told him, yeah, I'm never coming to visit you again. Goodbye.
Yeah. You crazy. No thanks.
That's another thing I like about this is I like how it meets out the bank robbery story throughout the course of the movie instead of just dumping it to you all at once. So you're watching this, and up until the third act, you don't really know why he was in prison for 8 years.
Right.
You just know, like, he stopped a bank robbery and he shot some bank robbers, but you're thinking, like, surely he didn't go to prison for shooting bank robbers. And then you end up finding out, yeah, he caused the gun to go off and kill the teller in the closet. So I like the way you get that story a little bit over time in this movie.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You get the sense that it's like the public is kind of conflicted. Like, is he a hero? Some people think he's a hero. Some people think he's a lunatic. And I wonder if
he's like Dirty Harry.
He's like Dirty Harry. And that's the question. If the teller hadn't been accidentally killed because of his actions, would he have still gone to prison? Because
I feel like he probably should have. I mean, he did execute people.
He did. He killed at least 2 unarmed men.
Yes.
So.
Just for the hell of it.
He wouldn't have gone for 8 years, but he would have gone for some smaller amount of time if not for that teller being in the closet. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was reckless and he, indirectly or directly caused her death.
And bloodthirsty. I mean, he was literally, the conscience is the one who advised him to shoot the guy in the dick, the unarmed man on his knees. Good grief.
So the question is was he always like that, and that's why he was drawn to join the military and do all that, or is this a result of his experience in war?
So the conscience voice, at one point, when he's strung up, he says, like, he started talking to himself as a mechanism for when he was in prison, but the voice says, no, I've been with you longer than that, and then he says something about Afghanistan. So I think he got the voice in Afghanistan. I don't think he had it, at least the movie doesn't imply he had it before he went to war. It implies that he got it while he was in the war.
Like he dissociates, yeah. Now, my other question is, so this family was stalking him because he was a celebrity? It has to be. What are the odds that this famous guy that everyone is taking pictures with and doing selfies with, that they see him at the airport and then mysteriously he's in the Uber and all that? So they're stalking him.
It does seem that way because remember, they see him in LA or wherever he is at the beginning of the story. They see him before they've flown. Like they see him before he gets on the plane to go to Finland. So you're right. They're
on his flight.
Well, but I could have sworn there was a moment like they saw him and then kind of looked at each other and were like, oh yeah, he's the dude. So maybe it was a stalking situation. I'm not sure. But they clearly had done this before. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were stalking him through the airport, but the movie never implies one way or another whether they knew he was famous or not. They just saw this guy at the airport, and whether they were stalking him before that, we don't know.
How about creepy dad coming out of the restroom and just stares at him and then yanks his zipper up? I was like, whoa.
One-handed zipper yank. Yeah, I'm going to try that someday, and I'm going to badly injure myself.
It's like there's something
While
about Mary.
maintaining intense eye contact with a stranger.
Fair. But I guess my question is, if you are a family of cannibals, do you want a guy who's looks like he can fight back, or do you want kind of somebody with a little more meat on their bones, a little more slovenly, like a vegan?
No, remember?
Patty doesn't. Yeah, Patty doesn't like fat.
Whatever. Yeah, he doesn't want it too fat. He likes it lean.
He likes it lean. Oh,
but they're not cannibals. Only he's a cannibal.
I thought weren't they all like eating the leg in the fridge, or was that just Patty?
I think that's just Bubba's or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's just Patty, the brother who eats, because when they showed at one scene when they first fed Patty people meat, the father tries some and he spits it out because it's like, oh no, this is gross. So I don't think the rest of the family ate people. I think just Patty did. So what is the backstory here? They just gave birth to a crazy cannibal mutant. Just out of whole cloth? Just one of them things? It seems to be.
How many people you think they're ripping through to feed old Patty?
Well, we see at least 2 people die before he even gets there, right?
Patty's got to eat every day, and it's not Caesar salad. and if they have a refrigerator, why do they have to keep fake Bruce Campbell alive the whole time while they wheedle off little pieces? Is it going to grow back?
It's fresher, I guess, right? You don't get freezer burn.
Patty's quite the gourmet. Very specific.
He's very picky.
Don't you got to wrap it in saran wrap before you can't just put it in the plate in the fridge?
Put it on an old plate. An old jacked up calloused foot with long yellow toenails. Here you go, Patty. Snack up.
Enjoy. So he flies to Finland because fate evidently wanted him to get eaten by cannibals.
Yes.
He flies to Finland just because he's got to get out of town and clear his head. And when he was doing spitballs at the gigantic world map in his jail cell, he kept hitting Finland, which is very far away, frankly. That's a bizarre choice.
It is.
But I read that, again, the entire cast is Australian. So the family of Finns are all Australians, like affecting. They had to learn Finnish phonetically. What a bizarre choice!
I don't know how to speak Finnish. That's for sure. I understand it's probably a very hard language to learn.
It is 100%. A very hard language to learn. Yes.
Well, I mean, they have cannibals in Australia, don't they? Wasn't that Wolf Creek? Wasn't that some cannibals doing cannibal shit?
Yeah.
So
we all got our cannibals. Let's be fair.
100%. We got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We got Wrong Turn, and the list goes on.
Who could deny the forbidden meat?
Longhorn. But that's the thing. You kind of think it's just like a monster, right? Because there's like a guy running through the forest being chased, and you never actually see the big baby that arrives on the scene. Good Lord. He's still wearing a diaper, for God's sakes, when they finally reveal him at the 11th hour. Terrifying.
I mean, I feel like you would have taken your child to a doctor when he didn't eat regular food. I wouldn't go straight to cannibalism. We tried cats and dogs. Let's just go kill a neighbor now.
I like how they figure that out in the movie. Like, the baby apparently, as a baby, kept biting them. So they were like, well, he must want to eat people.
Well, they showed.
All right, give the baby
took his shirt off, and he had like bite marks on his back or something.
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh, sweet Jesus.
He was teething, clearly.
I think you do want to check in with a pediatrician at that point.
Parents, don't go straight to cannibalism. I'm
Try
sure
the
this is
formula first.
it's all the national health is all to blame.
That's what it is.
Maybe quit trying peas. Maybe move to carrots and see if that helps first.
Wop, wop, wop.
When they cut to, he's now tied up in the basement, and they pan down, and he's only got one leg. I guess what they cut it like at the knee, essentially.
Yeah.
Around there, yeah.
I was kind of like, he's screwed. How is he getting out of this
Yeah.
with one goddamn leg?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
There
was
were
a-
golf
that was a
clubs.
twist. That was that was crazy. That was, what is he? He duct tapes like a driver, you know, his
Yes.
wood to his leg to hobble around. It seemed to work,
Dude, he's like MacGyver. He's MacGyver.
right? Well, the little, because there's the whole fucked up family. There's the mother and father. There's the uncle. There's the twins. Reveal at the end they were triplets, evidently. Oh my god, one with a crazy eye. Then there's the sister who's nice, who isn't down with the cannibalism, so they lock her in like a cage, like a wooden
Yes,
cage.
she
in the
keeps
kitchen.
escaping.
And then, is that her son or is that another brother? I don't remember.
That's
The little-
another brother. That's
Yeah.
her brother. Only
Okay.
the youngest one. Yeah, he's another kid. Yeah.
Okay, and they're
Yeah,
not
because he
down.
literally asked her at the end, "Do you want me to kill your little brother too?"
That's true. That he does ask that, and I thought that was conscientious of him, just to
That was
check in.
polite, though. That was polite.
100%. Because
He seemed a little protective of that one.
yes, because they were still good. They were not down with it. That's the thing. Everybody else is totally on board. The rest of the family's like, yeah, we're gonna kidnap people and murder them, like, and chop off chunks of them from time to time to feed the mutant that lives down the hall. Crazy.
Yeah, uncle's down. I mean, you're starting to bring extended family over. Were the grandparents cool too?
Could be. Maybe that's the sequel.
I do like the idea that like one of their kids was a cannibal and one of their kids didn't like the fact that they were cannibalizing people, and she's the problem.
Yes!
She's the bad one.
She should have been vegan. That would have been perfect.
I'm like, whenever he asks, he's like, "You're not vegan, are you?" And she's like, "What's a vegan?" And he says, "What's he saying? Like they're like people, but."
That was his big complaint. He never asks, "You're not a cannibal." He just makes sure not a vegan. That was his concern. Hilarious. I guess they had to hobble him because they established that he is like a trained killer up to this point, right? They had to even the odds a little bit. And when he wakes up and the uncle is sawing in the other leg.
Trussed him up like a pig or something and just butchered him, wrapped him in plastic, and put him in the freezer. There's no reason for him to be alive.
Fair. That's a fair critique. Well, and they didn't really do a good job, like, taking care of his, like, stump. It was, like, oozing until the sister comes down and cares for it properly. So that was nice of her.
Well, you're just going to take it off, the next day.
Go the
Fair.
rest of the way up that leg, get some of that good thigh meat.
That's right.
That good thigh meat. 100%. But you do kind of wonder. It's like, if you're in that position, I always put myself in the position of like the dude chained up in the basement. Is I wonder, what would you think? How do you think you're getting out of this? Right? I mean, how do you still have any hope that you're going to escape? Unclear.
Well, that's why they give him the two voices, because like his conscience voice or his inside voice is the rational one who's like, all right, we got to figure this out. We got to figure that out. We got to get you out of here. We got to get out of those ropes. And meanwhile, like he's just like losing his mind because he just woke up and doesn't have a leg. And I like the juxtaposition of the two things there where like internally he knows what he needs to do. But
Right.
externally he's like, oh shit, I'm
Yeah.
100%. Well, and that's the thing I was going to say earlier about his conscience is that he this isn't a thought. These aren't thoughts just going on in his head. He's having a vocal conversation with this conscience, with this personification, which people around him seem to notice. So it's almost like he's schizophrenic or something. I'm throwing it out there.
He's definitely crazy.
He's troubled. Yeah.
He's troubled.
There might be some problems. Maybe he's a checking with the VA.
Yeah, good luck with that. No, but so he gets the help from the kindly daughter. I felt like him constantly pulling himself up was just an excuse to show off his abs. Am I wrong? Right?
150%.
Dude was jacked. Yeah,
He was 100%. And frankly, he wasn't that upset. He's like, look how easy this is to do these pull-ups with one leg.
So I was just gonna say, the first time he pulls himself up, he's like, I'm so much lighter. Like, I don't know how much a shin weighs, but like, you didn't lose that much.
Oh, sweet Lord. I thought it was funny at the end of the movie where he's back in polite societies with all of his friends are there. You know, they all love him now. And he's brought the girl back from Finland with him. And I guess she's having a flash of like psychosis as well, because she thinks the girl's like flirting with her man. So is she gonna turn into a psychopath as well?
That's part 2.
Well, part 2 also seems to be based around Oli, the little kid. He's like, oh, it's time to have an American banquet.
Oh, he does say that.
So,
That's right.
So they also hint that the little brother's also going to be cannibal or something. So yeah, this movie has a lot of like, what if we get a sequel? This is what we could set the seeds to. There is no sequel yet, but we never got Bloody Hell 2. But if there is, I'll watch it.
There was no indication that she was crazy until that minute.
Yeah, that
was out of the blue.
Yeah, that's a completely odd scene. And I didn't realize at first it was her just envisioning herself killing that girl. I thought she was going to start having her own conscience and talking to it, which it would have been funnier if that's what it was her own conscience starting to talk to her. But no, it's just her envisioning killing this girl for putting her hand on her man's hand.
Well, she's been kind of sheltered up until now. She doesn't realize, you know, the dance that one.
And
does.
by sheltered, she was with a cannibal family. So sheltered from what?
Well, she doesn't know how you date in America in 20 or in Australia, wherever.
You say, "Bitch, get your hand off my man's hand," and then you sock him for not pulling his hand away.
Is that the way it is? Maybe it is.
It kind of reminded me. Did you watch that series You?
No,
I know of it, but my wife watched it.
So he's a psychopath, and at one point he stalks and ends up dating another psychopath.
Oh, really?
Who tends to make, besides him making people disappear, she starts making people that are close to him disappear.
That's a problem. That's an issue.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a season of Dexter as well. Like Dexter starts dating.
Yeah, Dexter dated a psycho or whatever too. Yeah.
And you think it would work out perfectly, but it never does.
No, there's not a lot of empathy. You know, different opinions.
That's why they say opposites attract.
100%. And then, of course, the grand reveal is that there was a third, the least intimidating family member. Hey, there's another one of those. So we have that to look forward to if they ever do Bloody Hell 2. And I guess they talked about that they envisioned a trilogy. But again, it's been 6 years. So
yeah, I don't think they're getting it. I don't think it set the world on fire on Shudder.
It may be a legacy sequel. You know, in 20 years, we'll see what happens.
I like the idea that the young kid ends up doing it, like you said, an American banquet. I like that more than the girlfriend. The sister's crazy.
Maybe
he's like the bad seed. That's what it is.
He is the bad seed, 100%.
Instead of just lighting Leroy on fire in the basement in the bad seed, he roasts them and then eats them.
Okay, let's look at behind the scenes, shall we? We talked about this. All the actors playing Finnish natives were actually Australian, had to learn the Finnish language phonetically, which I can't imagine would be easy.
That's a lot
Screenwriter.
of work for your craft to not end up getting a trilogy, man.
I'm serious. And frankly, they kind of looked Finnish. Not that I know what someone from Finland looks like, but they had that look.
Dude, yeah, for sure.
Looks
At the
something.
very least, they look German.
Robert Benjamin has stated that he initially came up with the idea while traveling and noticing a family of foreigners at the airport staring at him oddly while whispering in their native language. First of a planned trilogy. Shot on the Gold Coast of Queensland, Australia. Not in Finland.
Nice. Or Boise, Idaho.
Right. Actor Travis Jeffrey, who plays both twins, came up with the distinct differences between the siblings on his own, most notably the lazy eye that one of them has for no reason.
I need a
I
lazy
noticed that in the
eye.
credits that they only credited one of the siblings. I didn't realize he played both of them because they look different. Like, he did a good job looking different for each one.
He did.
Yeah.
He did a great job. I thought the acting was quite good in this. I didn't have an issue with the acting at all.
No.
Caleb Anaka, the actor who plays Patti, was spotted by the crew walking down the street as they were on a location scout.
Just like,
Looking
they
exactly
found
as
a
he
giant.
does right
it was
there.
easy to decide who to cast.
He was already wearing a filthy diaper. He was ready to roll. The dashboard hula doll in the Helsinki taxi
Fact.
only has one leg. Foreshadowing.
I didn't notice that.
Oh.
Let's look at the cast and crew. As per usual, it's going to be largely Australians who perhaps did shows that we've never heard of. So buckle up. Directed by Alistair Grierson or Grierson, unclear. You know him from Bloody Hell, directed in 2020. He directed something called Sanctum in 2011. He directed Kokoda 39th Battalion in 2006. And in 2014, you're not familiar with these? He directed
Unfamiliar.
Paris War, a TV movie in 2014.
I am
You
not.
know him, don't you?
I've seen all of these, clearly.
Ben O'Toole played Rex. I can't believe we didn't mention his name was Rex. Of course it is. You know him from such things as...
I know from looking this up earlier, Ben O'Toole is apparently in Hacksaw Ridge,
Yes!
but I've never seen Hacksaw Ridge, so I don't know who he is in that.
That's a thing,
Nor
though.
have
That's
I.
a real Hollywood
He did
movie.
look so familiar.
Yeah, he played
He looked so familiar. Clearly, I did not see Hacksaw
He
Ridge.
played Corporal Jessup in Hacksaw Ridge in 2016. He was in Bloody Hell 2020. He played Flynn in the movie Detroit in 2017.
No.
And in 2014, he was in something called The Water Diviner. How about that?
Ooh.
No.
That's something. Maybe.
No. So he's a stranger to me? Is that what you're saying?
He kind of looks like somebody you should recognize. But then you look and you're like,
He looks like Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, is what he looks like.
he does kind of look like
Whoa. I think ding, ding, ding.
it. Meg
He looks like if Mac and Charlie had a genetically altered baby, actually. He looks kind of a little bit like both of them.
Dude, that's the next season in Sunny right there, writes itself.
Meg Fraser played Aaliyah, the female love interest. You know her from Bloody Hell in 2020. She was in the TV movie One Perfect Match in 2023. She was in Wolf Creek Legacy, coming out next year, actually, 2027.
Oh,
Okay.
See? And
I'll keep an eye out for that.
something called Welcome Back to My Channel in 2025. You know it, don't you? No, we don't. Anybody else you guys want me to talk about? Because it's a lot of Australian actors I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of this, I think. It's a lot of us not knowing anything, but hey, at least the girl's gonna be in a Wolf Creek movie.
That's something. Let's do Travis Jeffrey playing the dual roles. You know him for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's a real movie in 2024.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Yeah, he was in Unbroken in 2014, another real movie that was directed by Angelina Jolie. How about that? Then he was in an
She's directing
Oh
movies.
yeah, she directs quite a bit now. He was in a TV miniseries Gallipoli, so that's something.
Oh.
And something called Greyhound 2. Don't know that one.
Oh, he wasn't in Greyhound 1. That was too big for him.
Just the ill-fated sequel, I'm sad to say. Let's look at the reviews, shall we? Bloody Hell on Rotten Tomatoes currently has 91% certified fresh.
What the hell?
How many reviews is that, though?
57.
Is it just yours?
Do you know what the audience gave
57's
it?
not bad. That's more than I would have thought.
Yeah, it's not bad. What did the audience give it, Aaron?
78.
80. That's close. Let's take a look at the.
I'm almost psychic.
Let's take a look at the top critics. No top critics I recognize, so that's always a good sign.
Are they all Australian too?
The Sydney Express has this to say. Let's see. Adam Graham from the Detroit News. I always go there for my for my movie reviews. Says Bloody Hell is an assured work, confident in what it is and not trying to be what it isn't. For a rom horror com that works on all fronts, that's a job well done. He gave it a B. How about that? Impressive. Let's see. Randy Myers of the San Jose Mercury News says,
That's a real paper.
yes, these are all real papers. These are top critics.
But I mean, I've at least heard of that. I have read the Merc.
I've read that paper.
You know him, don't you?
I have living proof that it exists.
Yes. He gives it 3 out of 4, saying Grierson's maniacal, hyperactive work certainly lives up to its title, thanks to O'Toole's engaging demeanor and comic timing, and one hell of a screenplay from Robert Benjamin. How about that? That's something. Let's check in with our in-house movie critic, the controversial AI Rex Reed, and see what he has to say. Bloody Hell is a hyperactive splatter comedy where the hero spends half the movie arguing with himself and the other half dismembering psychopaths, all with the smug energy of a pub drunk who thinks he's the funniest man alive.
Can't say he's wrong.
Can't say he's wrong. So
Thank you, AI
thank
Rex
you
Reed.
again, not the real Rex Reed, AI Rex Reed. So thank you very much. Go back to your basement. So, what is your rating for Bloody Hell? Let's start with you, Aaron.
The more we talk about it, the more it sounds like an amazing film. But factually, I was a little bored at a few points.
Ooh.
So I am going to give it, not the worst, but kind of in the middle. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. MacGyvering my stump with golf clubs. There you go.
Okay, fair enough. Stu, what are you thinking?
I'm very high on this movie. I really liked it the first time I watched it when it came out. I really liked it today when I watched it again for the second time. As I've noted, I've recommended this movie to people. I've put this in my top horror movies from the 2020s so far. It's absurd, but I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. I love this movie. I think it's funny.
It's right up there with Rosemary's Baby for you and The Shining.
I think this is really witty. I think it's funny, and I think it doesn't overdo the comedy. Like, the comedy is sprinkled in lightly. Like, there are some horror comedies that are very heavy on the comedy to the point where it's barely horror anymore. And this maintains mostly being a horror movie that will also make you laugh more than saying it's a horror comedy.
It is strange and it is unique.
You know what? It's interesting that you say the jokes. There aren't like jokes. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a fun vibe. You know what I mean? It's I kind of describe it as like, I use this word to describe like comedies without jokes. It's kind of pleasant, if you will. It's got a fun.
It's comforting. Maybe for Christmas when you gather the family around.
You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing worse than comedies where the jokes are kind of falling flat. Like cringe jokes where you're just like, oh, that joke sucked. Because that kind of derails the train. You know what I mean? This doesn't have the jokes, but it has kind of a comedic vibe throughout that you can kind of appreciate. Yes. I did not love it as much as Stu, and I did not hate it as much as Aaron. I think I'm going to give it.
I'm not sure the director loved it as much as Stu.
That's fine. That's fine. I will die on this hill all by myself.
There won't be a director's cut. There'll be a Stu cut.
I'm gonna give it 3.75. How about that? I thought.
Whoa!
It's not. Look, I think it's enjoyable. I think the conceit with the talking to your conscience, I think that worked. I thought the acting was good.
I thought
the premise was interesting. It didn't hit on all counts. Okay, it's not top drawer, but I think it's fun. I will say it's fun and pleasant. So there you go. Good stuff. Any last thoughts about?
Yeah, you're never going to imagine the guy shooting all the bank robbers is going to end up on a Holocaust farm.
Fair.
Or the cannibal farm. I'm sorry.
Fair. I guess we could have suggested that it was going to be Australian or British because the movie's called Bloody Hell, which people don't really say in the US as often as we would like.
Right.
So
that's what I was thinking. I was like, that's such a British thing to say.
And that's the other thing. The name is kind of fun, but it really doesn't have anything to do with what. I mean, I guess it's bloody, but they aren't devil worshippers or anything.
No. The hell is Helsinki. He was flying to Helsinki. So it's Hel, really.
Okay. I did not catch that.
Remember his ticket was folded over.
Now I love it even more. How about that? Now it's a 4.5.
so much more complex.
There was wordplay and everything.
That's all I needed. I was waiting for that good wordplay. Anywho, any last thoughts about Bloody Hell before we move on with our lives?
I was going to say, there's always a problem when you have horror comedies. Usually it's not that scary and it's not that funny. But so it was nice they kind of played it down. It wasn't slapstick.
No, it wasn't.
It had humorous moments.
There you go. Sounds good.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for Ben O'Toole to be in more things.
I enjoyed him.
I did double up and look in. He was a guy in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, well, good for him.
British soldier.
Oh, a glorified extra is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
He doesn't have a name, just a description.
I don't mind that. You know, if they called me up and said, hey, would you like to be British soldier in whatever movie, Bloody Hell 2, I would do it. 100%.
Dead prostitute number 3. Hey, sign me up.
100%.
Sign me up.
So thank you very much. You can find us all across the social media landscape. We're on Blue Sky, we're on Threads, we're on TikTok, Instagram. You can watch us on YouTube and see our smiling faces. Ooh la la. You can also
Yes.
email us at the podcast that wouldn't die at Gmail.
Gmail.
We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere the finer podcasts are available. So don't forget to like, share, rate, and review, won't you? Aaron, what is your social media situation?
Yes. I have art on Artsy and First Dibs, Aaron Doherty, Instant Dreams Gallery, and I am on the Instagram, The Cult of Aaron. Join the cult.
Boom, boom. Stu, what's going on with you? Where can people find you?
So the podcast is the Stu World Order podcast, where at present we are doing random comic book movies. You guys joined me once to do, was it Spawn? Because it was a very long time ago.
It was
I've
Battle
gotta have you-
Royale.
Battle Royale, that's it. It came out around the same time as Spawn.
That's right.
I need to have you guys back on. But there's also the website, swoproductions.com, where we have new articles every single weekday. And all the socials, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, at SWO Productions.
Guys, do yourself a favor and check it out, because Stu is the hardest working man in show business.
I do
weekday.
my stuff. I do every weekday. There's articles on the website. I do videos for Fanlight Zone, which is another big, popular, growing comic book and geek interest website. I do movie screener reviews for So Wizard podcast. I do way too much stuff. I'm very busy.
I'm lucky if I can edit these
Wow.
damn things in a week. So good on you. Good
This
on
is why I
you.
record months in advance. We are what, May 19th here? I'm currently recorded, edited, and scheduled ready to go through the end of July for my podcast.
Holy shit.
And that is after months of not recording anything, and I'm just catching up to where I was.
Dude, that's the dream.
It
We're
is.
trying to do 3 episodes a week because we're so far behind.
100%. Sweet Jesus.
I'm doing so many. Let me pull this up real fast. I am
Good.
recording today with you guys. I'm recording on the 22nd, the 24th, the 25th, the 28th, and the 5th of June.
To tell the
Going
truth,
on.
Kevin would book us like that if I allowed it.
100%. Good Lord. Well, I mean, we get to do fun stuff. We talk about movies. We get to watch movies. I mean, we're living the dream. Am I right?
But Erin has to go out and drink with her outside friends.
Outside
too, from time
friends.
to time.
100%.
Her human friends.
And on that note, Aaron, as we like to do, we like to check in with our friends and family across the social media landscape. Aaron, what are the streets saying?
Martha Vandellis called me and wanted to know when we're going to record a good movie. And I said it's coming soon.
Just hang on for one more day.
But serious, folks, we keep getting messages about. Oh my God, I'm already having yet another senior moment. What was the movie about the Vietnam veteran?
Jacob's Ladder.
Jacob's Ladder. We're still getting comments about Jacob's Ladder, but mostly they're just one-word comments. They're like, "Yeah." Thank you, TikTok.
Thank you. Right. If it wasn't for TikTok, we'd have zero engagement anywhere. So, good Lord. So, thank you for that. Next week, we are discussing not this movie. It's good that I'm very prepared here. We're discussing Spontaneous. You can watch Spontaneous on Prime Video with a subscription. How about that?
It's never the subscription that I have, though.
It's just the regular Prime
Bastards.
subscription. It's not Howdy.
Oh, that's what it says. And then you get in there like it's an other tier. Oh, you got to subscribe to Howdy.
I know. Howdy came out of nowhere, and it's so big already. Like, I have a Roku TV, and when Howdy came out, they put the app on the screen for me, like I wanted it, and all the advertisements on the side of the screen are for stuff on Howdy. It keeps telling me to watch China Beach. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
Oh my God, that was a huge thing in the 90s. China Beach was huge.
They're nurses.
But literally, one of our movies was on Howdy, so I had to pay for a monthly subscription. There wasn't even a 7-day trial, to which I canceled the very next day. I was like, son of a
It's
bitch.
like howdy and see you later. Spontaneous. When students in their high school begin inexplicably exploding, literally, seniors Mara and Dylan struggle to survive in a world where each moment may be their last. So that's spontaneous.
Oh my God. This sounds so terrible.
We may have a special
sounds
guest
awful.
to discuss spontaneous with us. I like to keep you guys guessing. You're going to have to tune in. It's called the tease. It could be somebody. It could be nobody. Who knows? Tune in next week and find out who our special guest is to discuss spontaneous.
And then we'll do the Demon Seed, which is my personal selection because it traumatized me as a child.
With lovely Julie Christie, who is not in spontaneous.
That's right.
So send in your favorite scenes, favorite quotes, comments, and questions, and we may talk about it on the show. So thank you very much. And thank you, Stu, for visiting with us and introducing us to this fancy film there. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on and giving me an excuse to watch this movie again. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
It was a very pleasant time.
It was pleasant. It had humor. So thank you very much. And be well.
Be well.